Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Faith in the Spare. Today we are going to look at a few more bugs that have come up because yesterday I was talking to somebody and he looked for Faith in the Spare on the internet and he found videos about Faith in the Spare. And I'm like, surely these are videos that I've already seen, but no, these are actually new videos that somebody recorded of the mobile version of Faith in the Spare. And the funny thing about that is that I only released the open beta test version of the mobile version. So it's really interesting to me that some people actually made a video about it, and apparently there is a little bit of interest in having this on mobile. So this will be on my list for the next few weeks as well. Maybe after Steam launch, maybe before Steam launch, we will see. But there are two things that I saw, and these are the things that I want to fix today. And then maybe we will play a few rounds. I'm not really sure. There is one problem. Let me see. Is this correct? Probably. There is one problem, and that is that Steam Next Fest is coming soon. It is actually, wait a minute, where was it? Steam Next Fest 2025. Steam Next Fest is on October 13th. So I have about 3 weeks to make a new demo build. And I think the sooner the better. So maybe I should probably release a new build next week to be absolutely certain that it is a stable build, and then improve the Steam page, and then add new content after the demo is out. Maybe that is what I want to do. But first, let's fix these two things. Yesterday was a pretty stressful day for me. I had a lot of meetings. I had a lot of stuff on my plate. I had to get a hotel for the presentation that I'm going to hold. I talked to a marketing guy. I made some new reels and shorts. I still need to post them. And apparently we have a new artist. Apparently we have a new artist to Faith in the Spare. He's going to work on the angel images. Yeah. And today it is 11 AM. So that means I have about 3 hours to stream today. So not that long. And afterwards I'm going to singing lessons with my wife. That is already weird. Like, what the hell happened here? It's probably because I loaded the wrong one. Trying to see if everything is working. Wait a minute, is everything offline? No. Everything is good. Everything is good. Can I copy this and then paste this here? I cannot. Well, I'm trying to figure out if I can pop out the chat here. Give me the YouTube chat. And there it is. Close it. Go back. Alright. Cool. So what was the issue? When inventory is zoom in, make sure opening it. Yeah, okay. So when I zoom in on the inventory and I'm on page 2, then I open it, it should open up on page 1. That is the current issue. that is not directly mobile specific, but especially on mobile, it's a problem. We're going to fix that. It's 11 AM and I'm already tired. It is what it is. So, show, close inventory, sort cards by new. Current, there it is. Current satchel page is 0. Is that it? Is that it? Zoom in, out. Yeah, I think that's it. I like it when, when some things can be easily fixed like this. There is still a bug where the damage calculation was incorrect, and it is so weird. I guess it was just the card description that was wrong. I don't know. Now that I think about it, wait a minute. When I think about this, why did this card do 32 damage? I don't know. It worked in my tests. I don't know, man. Yesterday I added the new Lackhammer pack that is opened at the start of the run. And I think it's working. I think it looks nice. It changes the game a little bit because in the beginning you are immediately faced with a decision that you can make, and it gives you something to do. It's not the biggest change, but I think it's a nice change. Yeah, that was yesterday. All right, let's zoom in, then remove this. Zoom in, go to the next page, open inventory, and there we are. There we are, it works. Cool. First task complete. Oh yeah, this is a really strange one actually. That will also help for everybody else, not only on mobile. It is when you're here. Hello, Terok. I see it. I see the 7 TV. Also, where is? Wait a minute. Where is? Oh, Hongo Cat opened up on the wrong desktop. Hang on a second. There we go. Can I close the laptop without disrupting my stream? Let me see. Everything's still alive? Okay, nice. How's it going, Terok? Identity for your release stream? Okay, now I'm curious. Why don't you go into a church, Manashif? Just go into a church and then you have the release inside of the church. Like, have a sermon. And then death is coming through the door and kills everybody. What shall our... Oh, there's a skull now? Oh, that's really cool. I have a skull now, that's nice. Let's go to regular skull. Oh, red is a skull. I think that's fine, yeah. A little bit lower maybe? Something like this. I was thinking about what if you play 1-2 songs live? Not that crazy of an idea actually, yeah. Not that crazy of an idea. I will think about it. We could rent a studio. Not that bad of an idea. I've made a note of it. If it will happen, we will see. When was the stream again? Currently I'm thinking about November the 12th. It is a Wednesday. And you can tell me your opinion about that date. If you have an opinion about that date. My reasoning is that on a Wednesday I'm free to stream. I probably to try to get a free day. Okay, so then it's locked in. Okay, Tarek just said we get a free day for November 12th. So now I have to release it on November 12th. Oh shit. Wait just a little bit. It is not 100% set in stone, and there is a reason for it. One of the reasons is I talked to a guy yesterday. But I think I will just do it on November 12th. No, I think it will be November 12th, to be honest. Because there is a big reason. I have two options. Either I can release it in November, or I can release it in March. And the reason is you always have to release it after the closest next fest. So the next fest for me is October, and then release it shortly afterwards, which is November 12th. And the other Steam Next Fest would be in February. So my next option would be March. But we now have confirmation that okay, this is not working in dark mode. Interesting. Slay Spire 2 Early Access is starting in March 26th. So I think if I release my game in November 2025, it is better. So at this point, yeah, I think I will just... November 12th is looking 99.999%. I'm still waiting for one person. If I get information on like Tuesday or Wednesday, and he will be like, yeah, okay, we can do this until November, then it's fine. I don't see anything that's standing in the way of a November release, to be honest. So yeah, as I said, 99.9% sure. In fact, I have already... I mean, the registration for the next fest is already through, so... Which I can still retract, I think, but... It's not advisable, so... But we will see. Yeah, you have to work for 1 hour. Or something like that. Yeah, no, I kind of like the idea of having like a bigger release event where I do some live songs and stuff. You've given me some ideas here. We are actually going to our singing lessons again today, so that is in... Hello Alexand, how is it going? Long time no see. Singing lessons is today at 4 p.m, so my stream will be a little shorter today. Maybe another 2.5 hours, but we will see. And the reason I bring this up is because the singing lessons help a lot with performing music in public, like maybe doing a stream or whatever. It's good, got a vacation. That's nice. So since I'm doing that, I can probably do also some live stuff now more easily. Confidence is running through my veins. Okay, what we want to do now is when I click on this, I thought maybe you play a song or two throughout this stream. Yeah, maybe I can do it. I can probably play well, round numbers. And I could start a giveaway. Yeah. Giveaway is giving away a code of my game is in theory possible. I think there are some regional restrictions though. So I'm not sure if I can give can I give somebody in Russia a Steam key? If it's a free one? I think so, yeah. I think there's no restriction, no. There are some stupid restrictions because you cannot give them anything or whatever. But I should be able to give them a key. Yeah, it's not a resale. Yeah. Give away keys. And then I will share my screen and give somebody full access to my desktop, and they will then be able to press the release button. Or they will just remove the game from Steam. They will have full control. We shall see. So, what are you going to do for your vacation, Alexand? Or is it just a staycation? So we have to show card details. Oh, show blessings is the function call. That's why. That is why. Oh my god. I think that... Oh. Did it show curses and stuff? Yeah. Pretty much a staycation. Chilling and working on my pile of shame, maybe. Does your pile of shame contain Silksong Hollow Knight? Hollow Knight Silksong. You are absolutely not into games like Hollow Knight? Okay, that's fair. Fair enough. You question the hype. Yeah, I know a few people who are like, why is this so popular? And I'm like, it's the #1 wishlisted game on Steam. And they're like, but why? I don't see it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anybody can explain it. Hot take, Hollow Knight is overrated. Tucks away and runs. I believe, Tarok, I believe the developers of the game are with you on that. They are like, I don't know why this game is so popular. We just made something that we liked. And I'm pretty sure they don't understand it either. I finished Death Stranding 2 a while ago and I still have to 100% it. That is my jam. Yeah, Death Stranding is something I don't understand. It's just like, why am I just walking around? I can do that in real life. I can just go outside of the city and take a hike. Or I can actually sign up for any of the delivery services and be like, oh yeah, I'm playing Death Stranding. Here's your hamburger. Because of the Kojima madness. Kojima should just make movies. just make a movie, my friend. You know what to say? Just kill your darlings. Just make a movie. I guess it's with Hollow Knight, you have to experience it yourself. Yeah, maybe. I bet he will at some point. I mean, in theory, he already made like at least 100 movies, right? Because the cutscenes are like sometimes so long. I remember playing Metal Gear Solid 4 and I think the end credits, didn't they take like 2 hours? I'm like, oh yeah, it's done. Oh, there's another scene. It's done. There's another scene. It is done. No, there's another scene. It just took forever. I mean, it was really cool because the graphics were nice and for back then. And I kind of enjoyed all of the lore. The way I played Death Stranding 1 was by watching it. Yeah. How did you not fall asleep though? I must say the actors he used, like Mads Mikkelsen, are very good. Yeah, I mean the actors are great. You played 12 hours and then you just watched the movie. Oh, you did, that's why I stopped playing, yeah. Not going to lie, Death Stranding 2 right now is maybe the best looking PlayStation game. Oh, really? It does look really good, yeah. No, I was just joking when I said he should just make movies. There is something to his games that makes his games definitely stand out. And it's good that he's making games, so. He's definitely, I would say, pushing the games forward. Yeah, I'm excited what he's going to do next. For sure. If he actually makes a horror game next, that is going to be wild. Because, I mean, PT was already like a really, really cool teaser, and if it's anything like that, they really squeezed everything out of the PS5. Wow. Not a fanboy, I swear. I wish he kept working with Junji Ito. Yeah. That was like the perfect storm. Maybe they are still working together. You don't know. We don't know. We don't know. But yeah, a Kojima horror game. It's going to be interesting. Oh, he has a cameo in Death Stranding 1? I didn't know that. That's funny. Yeah, so yeah, they're probably working together. Behind the scenes or something. Definitely. He's one of the NPCs living in a bunker. You have to connect? Okay. That makes sense. It's where the game gets good. Oh no, it's one of these games, huh? Show for graveyard. Show for enemy graveyard. Do I want to remove the button or do I want to set it here? I guess it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries. I think that's fine. If return. I think you're just going to do that. Oh. If you're not into the core gameplay and storytelling, then nothing will make you interested. It is just that in the second era you will get more and more gadgets that makes it easier to conquer nature. Oh, so it's like almost automated or something like that? Is there automation? No, to be honest, I can totally see why Death Stranding is working. It is kind of this slow burn of dopamine. Kind of like watching The Wire. And you get addicted delivering? Yeah, I can see that. It is very meditative. Alright, that works. It also works. Let's try adding a curse. That's better. That is better. Many of the NPCs are very likable. It pretty much predicted COVID. Nice. Yeah, Kojima has predicted a lot of things. is what I know, what I've heard. Half a year after Death Stranding 1, COVID happened, and then we basically lived in an isolated society where everyone was dependent on porters. Yeah, that sounds like COVID. The final codec call in Metal Gear Solid 2. Ah, it is about AI, right? The most profound moment in gaming. And how internet works today. Yeah, I've seen that. A huge pile of garbage info is created every second and we're living in echo chambers. I watched the video about the music industry yesterday. And basically he said that the AI slop music is currently flooding like streaming services, and sometimes you can just attach yourself to existing verified artists and stuff like that. That is really, really crazy. Why doesn't he have any chapters in his video? Anyway, have you seen this, Alexand? You should watch this. You should make a reaction video to the most profound moment in gaming history. No, I've seen it. I've seen the predictions. But yeah, this was pretty awful. I mean, one of the things that you can do now is this one. In Fruity Loops, you can just say extract stems from sample. And then basically what you can do, you can train like a local LMM on these stems, and then you can create music with any famous singer or whatever, and then just release it. And that is really crazy. Yeah. You just want data from the next generation, that's it. Be careful what you wish for. With data, you mean one unique android who is literally data. You just want data in your life. Okay, I see. That is what you want. That is what you want? We all need brain spin in our lives. The episode A Measure of Man, wem gehört Data, is still so good and relevant? I think I've seen it. I've seen most of the episodes, I think. What happened in an episode? Can you give me a summary? Because I seem to remember it, but I'm not sure at the moment. The court trial? It was so long ago. And like you, I was also surrounded by trekkies, so... Oh, wants to replicate it for research. Ah. That's crazy. Why don't I remember this? Well. It is definitely a weird ethical dilemma when you think that your machine is starting to have a soul or whatever, a life of its own. It's a whole episode where Picard had to defend Data in court against Riker, who had to play prosecutor. Ah. Riker had to prove that it is just a machine, and Picard had to prove he's a sentient being. You are definitely... You are the Borg. Obviously. Riker was in a very unfortunate situation. He had no choice, sadly. Alright. Yeah, I need to rewatch it at some point, like the whole... the entirety of Star Trek. At least the Next Generation. Resistance is indeed futile, yeah. Don't throw... Why would you do that? Stop it. Get some help. I loved Borg so much. I really liked Borg the Borg as well, yeah, for sure. What did Voy do? What did he do? Jetzt können wir reden, what? What did you do? Terok turned chat into German only mode. Ah, already an awesome dialect. Damn it. I need a. So this is really strange because I don't see it in the new chat. It is. Ich verstehe das nicht. Da zahlt man für einen Restream und dann ist der Service schlechter als das, was man out of the box bekommt von OBS und Twitch. Australien ist das neue Österreich. Letztens haben wir geredet, dass es ein Portal gibt zwischen Australien und Österreich. Deswegen heißen es fast gleich. Aber ja, also ich muss auf alle Fälle das mit den Events irgendwie, dass das automatisch im Stream erwähnt wird vom Bot oder so. Es gibt den Death Stranding 2 im Portal in Mexiko und Australien. Okay. Actions. Add. Redeem. I don't know. Trigger. Add trigger. Twitch. Channel reward? No. Channel follow. Channel goal. I think it's both. It's a dialect with an accent. Everything is just smashed together. General? Is there no redeem? Chat. Mode. No. Dir gefällt der österreichische Dialekt? Sehr gut. Hello Pro Convolution, how is it going? How is your day? Thank you for joining. Currently trying to figure out. Channel reward. Reward redemption. There it is. I think that's it. Reward any Austrian dialect. I will just say any. And then we will say, can I copy this? Copy sub action and then paste. Paste sub action, yes. Often have to think about Falco, yeah. Falco was a character. But how do I get access to the redeem message? Let's see. Is there documentation for this? Yes, there is. Oh. Send message. Variables. This sub action does not populate any variables. Are you kidding me? Why not? Huh? How do I... Okay. Set prompt. We were just talking about the next generation. And whether robots can be alive. Or not. That is crazy. Why are there no werewolves for this? I need help. The hotel I'm staying for next week only has breakfast included, but they have a restaurant. I need advice for tasty Bavarian dishes. And that, yeah, we all need red spinning on Alp, that's true. Tasty Bavarian dishes, I don't know. Do you have like the menu of the restaurant? Then we can take a look. Alright, this is crazy. Does this not work? There we go. Can I search for this? No, apparently not. That is crazy to me. I mean, I need the redeem message. Chat. Ads, sub actions. Oh, maybe it's here. Sub actions. Chat. Send message. This sub action does not populate any variables. Why? Mothership, why Godot and not any other game engine like Unreal or Unity? I am using Unity. This is Unity actually. But Godot is really nice. Just use Decima. You know, just pay 1 million euros for getting the license to Decima engine. It's fine. Or just propose a revenue share. Just tell Sony, hey, I'm selling my game on Steam. I will give you 10% of my revenue. Can I have your Decima engine, please? Good morning, Michael Knight. Just be best buddies with Kojima and you get it for free. Right. Like the singer here. Oh God. Ah yeah, Caroline Polacek. She is now probably best buddies with Kojima. By the way, this is a really, really cool set. So if you ever want to check that out. That is a really cool one. But she is probably best buddies with Kojima now. You also have Unity open right now? Cool. It's such a frustrating program sometimes. Why do you have it open? Are you making a game or did it just appear randomly on your desktop? It's like a virus. You use it for VR chat. Yeah, you can make a lot of things in Unity for that, right? Yeah. Actually typed like in my comments. What if you finish the game and there are still a number of streams left? That will not happen. Don't worry about it. Don't you fucking worry about that. You see this list? You see this? You see this? I could delay this game for another year and I would not be finished with this list. You know how they say that art is never finished, it is always abandoned? That is what is happening right here, and you're witnessing it. The hotel doesn't have a menu online. That's too bad. Otherwise I could give you some pointers. No, that's I will not run out of things to do. In fact, like I have a roadmap where I say exactly what the game needs to be in a releasable state. And I still have to do 10 more blessings. Localization is on the way. I have a few more that are working on that. Startup bonus is actually done now. I actually worked on this yesterday, so that's cool. I can actually make that green. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. And currently, I'm also contemplating to release it on mobile because there was one video that had like 700 views and I only released it on like an early access beta test and people still found it and played it, which is really interesting. So if I finish this, then technically the game is officially done, and then I still have like 1 month left to add more music, add more sounds, maybe a bit more effects and stuff like that. And if I'm actually done earlier with everything, then I can still work on stuff here, but probably not. I will, like at the end of this month, I want to release a new demo build for Steam Next Fest, and then pretty much have a feature lock. Like I'm actually in feature lock almost. Almost in feature lock. The last 20%, I'm way past that. I'm like in the last 20%, I'm in the final 20% of the final 20%. Like I'm that deep into the 20%. I have to force myself to stop working. Otherwise this game would never be finished. I was on a call today with the artist for the new Angel illustrations, and he was like, "Yeah, you could add this, you could do this and this and this and this," and I was like, "I could, yeah. It all sounds nice, but at some point it's like, will it move the needle? That is my common question. The most fun." Yeah, I mean, I kind of like this phase because it is really, really exciting. But you're also running on adrenaline, and that usually leads to a crash. I know that I will be crashing after November 12th. But that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. It is definitely the fun part about making games. The last stretch where you decide to be done with the project and to wrap it up and finish it. And then everything comes together and you get these last minute lightning bolts. Like these last minute cool ideas. For example, for Half-Quick Amen, one of the last ideas that I had was the windmills and ambience. And these are these quick ideas that you get when you say, okay, it's done now. It is done in 1 month, and then your brain is like working overtime and giving you all these final ideas. I think that's one of the interesting, even though very stressful parts about making games. All right, what does it say when I do this? Total distance track to 0. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's not true. Hello Renderpunk, how's it going? How have you been doing lately? I'm doing fine, thank you for asking. Yesterday was a pretty stressful day. I had a lot of meetings, I had a lot of boring things to do, taxes and stuff, and in the evening I managed to add the Lacrima pack to the beginning of the game, which was a suggestion from the game dev meetup on Wednesday. On Tuesday. I'm confusing days already. And today it is going to be a bit of a shorter stream, maybe another 2 hours. And then I'm going to have singing lessons with my wife. So overall, I think I'm doing really fine. And you know what's funny? I keep talking about this, but I released the Instagram post and talking about AI art and stuff like that. And also the Reddit post, and these 2 posts, I think they are opening some doors for me, which is really interesting. We will see. But how was your day, Renderpunk? Tell me about your day. Therapy session is now open. If anybody wants to join the therapy session, just lie down on your couch and tell me about your day. Tell me about your frustrations with life. And then I will either help you or make fun of you. I will decide on the spot. Depending on if you're subbed or not, I will either help you or make fun of you. Previously track location. This also needs to be set. Just working, cooking, and now working again. The cycle of life. It's the cycle of life. The only thing keeping you alive is energy drinks. Oh boy. So you're running on sugar and caffeine. Do you have any deadlines in your work? Because that is usually what also keeps me alive. Until I crash. Debug. Law. New position and previous striking. That should be it. Oh. Yeah, no, it should be a difference. Let me see. We shall see. Continue. So, can I drag this? It is increasing. But it's also decreasing. What? Wait a minute. Plus equals 0. Start dragging. Oh, wait a minute. Start movement? What? Oh, that's I do have deadlines, but I'm so indifferent to them now. You read about quiet quitting and immediately thought, yeah, that's me. Oh man. Quiet quitting is indeed something. Yeah, quiet quitting is something a lot of people do nowadays. You don't even notice it until it's probably too late. Music has gotten really loud. Oh no! Why? So Winham says this. It's at 41%. This has not changed. And this is relatively quiet. Is it better now? Maybe this has increased, I don't know. It's better like this. It's noticeably louder compared to the past streams. Fuck? Huh. Not really sure why. I can bring it down to like this. Is it better now? You have to tell me. I see the bars, but I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what changed otherwise. But yeah, maybe I misclicked something in the mix or whatever. Now it's like before? Okay. Maybe I misclicked something here, yeah. That could be. Well, thanks for letting me know. That's interesting. And now Rupert is coming back and he's like, why is the music so quiet? Why is the music so quiet? I don't want this. No, thank you very much. Ah, okay. Now I see why this is happening. Okay. But yeah, the game will be having new images for the angels, thanks to the artist called Le Feu, I guess. I can show you. Like, this is his usual style, and he will probably do it more like this or something like that. Something like this. So very kind of rough, but also this weird holy image, and yeah, we will see. These are going to be the new images. Make sure to follow this person, this artist. Let's see if it works now. Total distance 25. Okay. So let's see if we do a little bit like this. It's 9. 7. 11. This is only... Huh? 7? 6. 8. So if I want this and put it back, and it was greater than 10, then we will say, then we also put it back. Drag and start mouse position. Oh yeah, okay. Else, if we tracked at a distance of at least, let's say 10, then we will also do the same. It's the same code, so we should probably do that. Do it in the same condition. If total distance tracked is greater than 12, then we'll do the same. So we're going to say this or this. No. It needs to be distance to mouse position. If distance to mouse is this, or distance to mouse is smaller than this, and total distance tracked is greater than 11. Let's see if that works. Oh yeah. Going to have an ad break. Thank you everybody for sticking around. I need to take a break and refill my water. And maybe grab a bite of a protein bar. And maybe stretch my legs. So as soon as the ads start, I will be gone for a minute or two. Let's see. I could also take a power nap. Oh, restored. It works. We're back. Alright. Power nap has been completed. My energy has been restored to 150,000%. I can now finish the game today and then not stream for the entire next 2 weeks. I'm just kidding. Alright, so this was one of the issues that a lot of people had when they dragged away a lacrima and then they, like a distance, and then they carefully put it back. They expected it to be deselected. And this is now working. It's like, I watched so many people do this. It's like, they wanted to place it here, but then they're like, oh no, I have to carefully put it back. And so yeah, and it was then selected, and then it was really confusing for them. So yeah, this is now working. I might still have to decrease the travel distance though, yeah. It works here, but not entirely, so we will have to make sure we get the distance right. I was actually, you know, because Arithmeticus said that I am running out of content. I was actually thinking about doing some music live on stream, because in October I want to make at least 3 more tracks. I have the game muted in the editor, but yeah, it does that. It does make a sound. So I might actually make music on Twitch again, like I did for Stillleben. Okay, let's see. Distance travel is 4. So if it is travel like this, like 3 is the minimum, right? Yeah. I don't want to make it too close. What dot do I prefer the most? Samplitude. This is my dwarf choice. It might screw up the audio now completely, but I'm living on the edge. And you cannot actually hear anything because there is something that this program does. It starts. Wait a minute. What is it called? Wait a minute. Where is it? Are you telling me it is not starting it now? Usually it is starting some kind of audio interface or audio interception. Wait a minute, this is actually working now on stream? I don't think so. No, it's not. No, it's not. But yeah, this is my dwarf choice. Okay, yeah. I like it because I started making music with Magic Music Maker, and this is basically the natural evolution of that. It prevents itself from being streamed. It doesn't really... How do I explain this? It is... I like the terms to explain this, because it is basically... It is trying to... it is trying to reduce the lag of... For example, when you record something, then there is usually some kind of input lag with what is being played back to you. And I think this is what it is trying to do. And it's so weird that it's not happening right now. So maybe it would have actually worked. Asio, yes. Yes. And the last time I streamed making music for the Stillleben album, and I had to spend an entire Sunday to get this to work. So I'm not sure I can get this to work again. But we will figure something out. We will see. I would be satisfied even with the troubleshooting stream. Oh my god. I remember this Sunday so clearly, so vividly, because it was so frustrating. I was like this close all the time to get it to work with OBS, and I even had like what was it called? I don't think I have it installed anymore. I had like what is it called? A virtual cable that you can that the DAW is outputting its sound into, and then you could plug in the virtual cable into your OBS or something weird like that. It was so strange. Yeah, and then I'm like, maybe maybe I will just do something else. So maybe I will just use Reaper or whatever, because there it just works. And yeah, I tried using other output methods without doing all of this ASIO kind of thing, because I don't really care about the lag, to be honest. But yeah, we will see. The second option would be to just stream it with a second PC or whatever, and then just output what I'm seeing via HDMI to a to a streaming box, and just stream from another PC or something like that. I think that is probably the best solution, because then the streaming is separated from the actual workstation. Okay, that was really strange. Why is that 6 over here? Why is that 6? Nobody knows. Okay, I think I can reduce it to 5. And that's it. But yeah, my weekend plans currently are mostly working on the presentation. The presentation, which is called It's All Fun and Games, which is going to look at why games are fun. The three levels is what I call them. Mostly going to be working on that, I think, because the event is on October 4th, where I have the presentation. And I'm really looking forward to it. Otherwise, I will just, for the rest of the time, I will just go to the gym, I guess. Just do some lifting. Okay, I think this feels nice. Can just return it if I want. Put it back. Oh no, I want to put it here. No, I want to put it back. And it's deselected. Okay, yeah. That's cool. I think this will help with making a bit more user friendly. Alright, the next one. Let's look at the time. I still have about 1.5 hours left. I want to try making a very controversial change. Yeah, please. Because I kind of want to nerf the percentage-based Lacrima. And I think I will just implement it and then see how it plays. Also maybe over the weekend. And then I can just revert it again if it's too much of a nerf. Basically, if I have, for example, Fracture. If we love controversial changes here on Mothership channel, cool, then you are in the right place. Oh, capture is not something that you should know about. Fracture, add inventory. So for example, if you have this Lacrima and it says, I don't know, on first blood, and then you have target all enemies. Like for example this one, target all enemies. And then you apply this here. And now you get into the weird issue where on first blood, you can just fracture all of the enemies. I mean, the chance is just pretty high. In this case, it's already a bit nerfed, but you know what I mean. If you have another Lacrima that says repeat or double or whatever, then it is like, you can just fracture all of them, which is basically fine. In theory, it's fine. But I think it would be even better if it was, I kind of like the formation like this. I think it would be even better if it was only working once per round. So if you can get it to work, then it needs to cool down until next round. Until the next round in the fight. Until the next turn basically. And I feel like that could work. It doesn't feel too much of a nerf. But what it will do is that it will nerf the overpowered feeling of having like, okay, I have these. If I find exile, for example, then I can just exile all of the enemies right from the get-go. And that just feels a little bit too much. And if I can turn it down just a little bit, it might be better. We will see. And to do that, we need to do add is on cooldown, similar to is locked. Actually not is locked, is fractured. And then we're going to add an icon similar to this one. Is similar to is locked because it's the same. It's the same system. And then if it is percentage based and it actually works, it works, I guess, then set it to is cooldown. And then what I have to do is new turn, you set all cooldown. Something like this. And I think, yeah, as I said, I just want to give it a try and then see how it plays. It should not be too disruptive. It should just be, you know, put a small cage around the lion. That is what I want to do. Basically, you have this lion in the center and it has this huge area to hunt. And I'm just going to fence it in just a little bit. Still going to be very powerful, but so add is on cooldown. Symmetry is fractured. Materia. That's the slot. Card slot. Is locked, is cracked, is on cooldown. We're going to look at all of the references to is cracked. All right. Then we can say is on cooldown. These functions are disrupted. Okay, we're going to do it this way. Set it to cooldown. Set on cooldown. I don't know. Is on cooldown is true, and then show cooldown. All right, let's try it again. I think everything is screwed up now, so we're going to reference it again. Oh. We have done that. We have done that. Get full save state. Okay, this is important. I hope this is allowed. Oh, that's it? All right. That's it. Now we need to actually make the icon. Show locked. What does it do? Show cooldown, right? Was it show cooldown? Yes. If is on cooldown. Slot cooldown. Prefab cooldown. Show locked. Where is this used? All right. Anywhere else? So we need a slot cooldown and a prefab. All right, now we need to make the prefab and the icon. We're going to use the prefab for the locked lacrima. Prefab cooler. Ah, it's called material cracked. All right. Duplicate, Materia, cooldown. And I think we have a cooldown icon already. Yes, we do. Oh. That's maybe not what we want to use. Or maybe it's fine. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's fine. Let's see. Material cooldown, and then it needs to be set in the card slot. Card slot. Material cooldown. Okay, we have it linked. Instantiated. Now we just need to code it. We have this. We have an icon. And then we need to set it to cooldown. So how are we going to do that? Let's look at Fracture. Everything looks well organized. I would have had 1000 new file or untitled by now. Thank you. If attachment to activation success. There we go. It's just one function. Thank you. Show success for material. And now we can say if parent slot is not null, parent slot set cooldown. Set on cooldown. There we go. Alright. And now the only thing that we need to do is we need to have a function at the end of the turn. Total yield in turn. There it is. Reset counters. This is in start fight. Redraw. End fight. It needs to be an end fight. It needs to be in start fight and player turn. So I think here. I mean, I've had some comments on a TikTok where I talked about TypeScript. And I was like, I think I was like on this page on line 7000. And this comment was like, he hates TypeScript, but he's making spaghetti code or whatever because he looked at my line numbers. Which, to be fair, I guess it is at this point a lot of spaghetti. But I like spaghetti, okay? I like pasta. There's nothing I can do about it. I like my carbs. I'm a carb programmer. Adias, this is the PST, yeah. Reset, cooldown, card slots. I don't know. No, reset card slots on cooldown. That seems the correct. It seems to be English. Void, reset card slots on cooldown. Wow. How are we going to do that? I think it's the same function as in Status effects. Invoke status effects. There we go. Yes. It goes through all of the cards and reduces all of it. Okay, so I think we can just copy this. Reset card slots on cooldown. I'm a carb programmer, yes. What do you mean it's red? Ah, never mind. Get blessings and curses. Can I just say get everything? List card. I can just say carbs instead of cards. Cards is get all cards. I think this is what I want. It gets all of the deck cards, it gets all of the enemies, all of the graveyard, exile, blessings and curses. That sounds nice. Here's the problem that I just realized. And I think I realized it back then too when I thought about this. This will probably nerf bosses a lot. So maybe this is not a good change. Or I can make bosses immune to this. I have the power to make them immune to this. That's the fix. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Or it makes bosses just better, more predictable. I don't know. We will see. For each. I don't call it spaghetti code spaghetti because I think that name is racist. I call it code with Italian roots. Alright. Code with Italian roots. I understand what they mean when they say it's spaghetti code. It's because the code has too many dependencies and some of the functions know too much of the other classes and it goes too deep and stuff like that, and yeah. I could probably divide this file into many different classes and that would probably make sense. I understand. I have read the book Clean Code. I am on board with that, but at some point, there is a complexity to your project where I shouldn't probably say that it doesn't matter how you write it, but at some point it is so complex that even no, no, that doesn't make sense. I take it back. A certain amount of discipline definitely will help you with the longevity of your project. Yeah, you can't just go around and say I'm just saying sometimes when a project gets big, it's big, and no matter if you try to avoid spaghetti or whatever, at some point it's like, okay, you have to have at least some pasta. just eat some noodles every now and then. Restore, no, reset card slots on cooldown. Just going to make a function in the card. Inside of the card. Reset. That looks good. A good place. If slot is on cooldown, If it's not on cooldown, then we just continue, and otherwise we will say slot, remove cooldown. Awesome. And now the only thing that we need to do is check if it is on cooldown. This has 14. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is where spaghetti is terrible. Activate Lacuma. Oh my god. Has trigger. This is true, yes. Has modifier. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, not that bad. Ah, it needs a new keyword. Damn it. Show slot description. Alright. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Is on cooldown. Keep going. What is that? Trigger activate materials for target. I don't think that's necessary, but it's fine. This is definitely what we want. No. A trigger cannot be on cooldown. I will just edit anyway. I will just edit anyway. We will never know. Has modifier? No. Slot. Is on cooldown. I will just edit anyway. It's fine. It's fine. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That's fine. Show cracked. I will edit here as well. It definitely needs a keyword later, yes. High subscription. Why is that a not? Okay, don't think about it. Don't think about it. That should not happen. Alright. We have card slot and we have card game manager and card. Where does it say reset card slots on cooldown? Yes. This function needs to be called here and also at the end of the fight. We can call it at the beginning as well. Just to be sure. And also at the end of the fight. Alright. We should have everything now to make this work. This is again, as I said earlier, I think this is going to be a very controversial change because it is nerfing the game a little bit on a certain edge. So we have this, first blast, fracture, all enemies. Let's save. And I'm going to immediately try it out. Okay, it is on cooldown. Which means it should not happen again this turn. Okay, now it works again. Oh, it's on first blood. Damn it. Let's finish this fight and then we'll attach a different trigger. I could probably attach it just in Jason, but... Spellblade, that is a good one. There we go. Every time I play a spell, it is going to fracture everything. Let's see how it looks like. I'm going to heal this. And it fractured this one. Okay, so if I play this again, it should not work. It works. Damn it. I'm going insane. Okay, card slot is cracked. That's the reason. No, maybe not. Maybe it is calling it directly. That would be insane. Set cracked? No, it's not doing that. No. Okay, let's look at it again. If the slot is cracked or it's on cooldown, continue. So why did fracture get activated? No, this is the function here. Return is on cooldown. Set on cooldown is true. Has trigger. Are you telling me that cracked is not working correctly? Is that it? Oh. Activate Lacam actions, there it is. That is dangerous. Wait, that's a card slot? Is cracked. That is indeed dangerous, but we made it better. Have you ever gotten ideas for your projects from dreams, and where do you usually get ideas from? Personally, when I listen to music, my brain already comes up with an idea of what place or what character this music suits. Yeah. I have actually I've gotten a lot of ideas from my dreams actually. One of the biggest dreams that I had was the intro for Half-Quick Amen, where all that I dreamed about was basically this. I just saw 3 dots like this, and then I was dreaming about this, and in the dream I was moving closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to these 3 dots, until eventually it turned out to be 3 people, and they were just standing there. And this was like, oh, I immediately woke up for some reason, and I drew this on a small piece of paper, and you can actually still see this paper in the Half-Quick Amen binder that is on I think it's on archive.org, something like that. So this is one of the dreams that I had that was really impactful for the intro of Half-Quick Amen. But honestly, more recently, I don't think I have that many dreams about ideas and stuff. Usually my ideas come from out of nowhere. I don't know how to explain it. I have trained my brain to come up with ideas, I think. It's because whenever I get an idea, I immediately write it down, and then I make sure that I actually implement this idea at some point. Like if it's an idea that says like, yeah, make a game about X and Y, make a big RPG, that is not an idea that is actionable, that is not realistic. But if you get an idea that is actionable, and then you actually work on it, then you're giving yourself this positive feedback loop where your brain says, if I get an idea and then I can turn it into reality, that is giving my brain positive reinforcement to come up with more ideas, I think. I think that is what's happening. So it's all about the subconscious doing all of the work for me. Sometimes I just sit here and I say, okay, I want to make the best possible roguelike deck builder I can make. What does that mean? Well, it means I don't know exactly what that means at the point where I'm saying this to myself, but my brain will then subconsciously come up with ideas for me to follow. For example, it is telling me, hey, if you want to make the best possible roguelike deck builder that you can make, that is in your power to make, maybe you need to research, maybe you need to look at positive and negative reviews, maybe you need to study how other people build the roguelike deck builders. You need to study the the balancing of Spire, because there are articles about it. You need to study how Spire builds their maps and stuff like that. So if you're telling this to yourself, then your brain will automatically come up with ideas and maybe solutions. So you can kind of program yourself to come up with something, because your subconscious is really, really powerful. One other example is, I told myself I want to stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then my brain is like, okay, I can help you with that. So it immediately, like, you are activating this there's a very special thing that activates in your brain where you then see things that are related to this, to the things that you want to do. And this is something that you can take, that you can actually use on purpose, because the human mind is really good at figuring out patterns and stuff. So it is based on the very primal instinct of finding food. So if you're like, okay, I want to find food, well, everything now is scanned through this filter. Everything in your surroundings, everything that you see, everything that you maybe hear or something like that. Your brain is really good at filtering based on what you currently want and what your current goals are. And a very good example is, have you ever noticed that when you think about getting a new car, like for example, you want a new yellow car, suddenly all you see is yellow cars. And this is the exact same thing. Thanks for the answer. I've always been interested in how authors come up with something in the project. You're welcome. I hope this helps. It was a very long-winded answer, I guess. Long-winded. All right, let's see if it works now. So I'm gonna play this spell. It fractured both of them. It's still doing it. It's still doing it. That is crazy. Why? Oh, that's actually a reference to the... That is actually a reference to the parent function. Hello, Nick. How is your Silksong playthrough going? Is Lakama locked? Okay. Given Materia. That cannot be it. It cannot be it. No, that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. going slow, sadly. My sponsor ended up being too busy and we're also having troubles with Warframe lately. Oh. Aha, okay. Well. Oh, maybe it just wasn't saved. Maybe it just wasn't saved. The file needs to be saved. Does it work now? Will it work? I played a spell only once. Nice. Then it then it is on cooldown. Let's try it again. Oh, why is it not reset? No. No, it needs to reset. Warframe connection issues? Okay. Did you have a new expansion or something like that? Or are they just are they just having regular issues? We are encountering regular issues, sir. What should we do? Just keep going. What is happening? Let's do it at the end. No. Let's do it, reveal enemy cards. I guess we can do it here. That is really strange though. Because then you can have a cooldown right at the beginning. Alright. Sometimes looking at the code doesn't make it better. Sometimes it doesn't make it better. Okay, only once. Refresh. Refresh. Why is it not refreshing? Why is it not refreshing? Why not? Why not? Reset cards on cooldown. Okay, let's see. Debug. Log. Nothing should have changed in that time, even in the game itself. Okay. The situation is weird. Maybe somebody has forgotten to pay for the servers. Something like that. Oh. Remove cooldown. It needs to remove the cooldown. Of course. Oh, what? Show cooldown. and then update description. It's not too widespread, huh? Interesting. There is another ad break incoming, which is fine for me because I'm once again run out of water. So as soon as the ads start, I will be gone for a minute. Now it works. It's on cooldown. Yeah, that is going to be interesting in playtest. That is going to be interesting. It feels like it is... It feels to me a little bit better. But we will see. Like it's not all too powerful. For example, this one. It can... This is still as powerful. Let's actually see what the boss looks like. Because I'm really afraid for the bosses with this change. Fracture. Yeah, this is what I meant. Actually, this is not too bad. Still the same. Yeah, I actually kind of like this. I think this feels a little bit more balanced. Alright, I will be right back. And we are back. So, does this still work? Alright. Yeah, this is okay. I guess, thanks. It will actually help with the curse too. Yeah, I think this is actually a positive change. Yeah. Might make it a bit more balanced in general. The cooldown works as intended now, yes. All good. We can probably add a description now, just to make sure. There we go. If is on cooldown, then we will say add cooldown slot keywords. Get translated cooldown slot. This slot is on cooldown until next turn. That sounds nice. Sounds cool. Tagged. Eine Abklingzeit. Sure. Erhöht Attack das in dieser Runde insgesamt Gold. Goldrausch. Awesome. Okay, these need to be added to all of the translation files. A lot of translation. Oops. All right.
Imagine for a second a Hollywood film.
Stop it. This is a podcast that I want to watch. All right. We're going to have unique art per intro. We're going to have... Maybe I still want to do another event. I'm not really sure. Are the localizers staying busy? Yes. Yes, it's a lot at this point. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 languages. That was the podcast I want to watch. You can check it out. It's a really cool podcast, I think. I think so. Translate all of a controller glyph? Do I have no setting for this? A podcast thing almost felt like an intro for a Vsauce video, yeah. Vsauce, Michael here. Or am I here? Am I really here? Are you here? Is anybody really here? I guess I will have to do this, yeah. Let's see. No, I think this is a setting. Okay, there is one word in the options that needs to be translated still, which is this one. Visa's theme reminds me of the X-Files as theme for some reason. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. There is no other... Oh my god. Okay, let's look at this. I think it just sets the... Yeah, it just sets the text. I mean, we can still try to translate it, and if it doesn't have a translation, then... Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's try it out. Let's try it out. Automatic controller glyph detection. Auto. No, I think this is not going to work. I think it just needs to be called auto. Options, auto. Something like this. There's no really... Let's try automatic. And see what it looks like. Is that a Russian translation for automatic? Auto works too in Russian. Okay, we can try auto. I don't know if it works in German. That is really weird. Auto? I mean, yeah, kind of. Yeah, it does. It does. It does. Da. Okay. We need to get into the correct function here, which I think is option something. Option slider. Option slider select. Yeah, there it is. Option slider select. And we're going to say display current option text. That's it. Oh. There is already a check for translation. Okay. That's awesome. That's cool. So we just need to add option. Auto. Auto. Let's import it again, and then how do we... Wait a minute, how do we test this? You said auto works in Russian, so let's test it in Russian. There it is. Oops. Import again. Let's see. Let's switch to Russian. Have a good period back time. Next time. Let us switch to Russian. And oh yeah, it should already work actually. Ah, there it is. There it is. It works. Cool. Thanks, Nick. Nick Sinali is the official translator of Faith in Despair for Russian. So I have to get his final check. His final approval, yeah. He needs to put on his glasses and he's like, looks good to me. Actually, Liz has glasses, so yeah, that is what I imagine you look like. Cool, that is fixed now. That's nice. It is also now translated, and I also have to add it to all of the other sheets. So here we go again. Japanese, Russian, simplified Chinese, Spanish. But Mothership, aren't you a programmer? Can you not automate this? Well, that's a bit harsh. Nobody's going to torch anybody here. La 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 la. I'm actually excited for the singing lesson today. That's going to be cool. Last time we sung in a duet. That was very nice. And I still want to look into an archery course. I want to try archery. I don't know why. But if your mind keeps telling you to try something, maybe you need to do something. My friend will be figuring out the time for when we are playing Silksong. Okay. And you're jumping on your spreadsheet when all things settle. Okay, cool. That sounds nice. Do I need to translate Steam, Switch, PlayStation 5 and Xbox? Or do you guys think that's okay? I can add it to the sheet now, but I don't think it's necessary, is it? Archery is cool, I think. I'd love to try some as well someday. Yeah. I feel like I'm somebody who really could get into archery. I don't know why. Feels like something that would fit me. Platforms not localized is fine. Okay. Cool. Then let's go back to English. They don't have translations either. It would feel really whack if you did. Okay. Like something straight from Soviet Union times. Ah, I see what you mean, yeah. We had in Austria we also had some strange translations, some forced translations where it's like just use the English term. It's fine. What the hell? Okay, yeah, we can try that. That is weird. Okay. Go through feedback. Oh yeah. Is there something in there that I need to address or can address quickly? Oh. Yeah, we can add it to my list. Card level up after chapter 3. It still upgrade stars. But it needs some kind of limitation. But still, third chapter. i.e. not 7 upgrades. Okay. What was the other one? Exile and discard card. Don't allow exile and discard combination with target all. I think we can look at that actually right now. Enemy spawner. CS. Is anybody here looking forward to Slay the Spire 2? Because Slay the Spire is coming out in March. March 2026. But Mana Sheep, I don't play card games. Sad. Has material conflict. There we go. This is the big one. Oh, it already... Okay. Wait a minute. Wait. If exile... Okay, then we will just add discard card here. Is there any discard card here? No? Wow. Let's do that. Discard card. Discard card. There we go. Is that what that person was saying? Yeah. I mean, it is rough, but I kind of like it. Have fun listening, lesson, and thank you for the stream. Hey, thank you for joining. Always nice to have you. Have a nice day. What was the other one? Creature position switch. I have removed that. So everything else should be fine. What was the other one? The card level is pretty useless. Okay, so we're going to fix that. The scaling in endless, I mean, endless, yeah. Should be alright. If it allows upgrading. Yeah, we can try that actually. Study CS, maybe? No. What is it called? Show for study. And then it is going to be upgrade card, maybe? Yeah, there it is. Alright, if it says max level reached, can card be upgraded? Current chapter +3. I think that's it actually. So if I remove this, I can probably upgrade it. And then it will say required chapter 4 when you try it in chapter. Okay, so I think if I use this and say get card manager and then endless is endless run. Oh my god, I need a function for this. If it's not an endless run, we can do that. Otherwise, we allow it. That sounds good to me. Upgrade card routine. What does that do? Upgrade. I think we then don't need this. Cool. Slot. Limit to slots is true. If limit to max slot is true and this, and then we can say False. Alright. Now we need to make a function that says is endless run. Public. Wait a minute. Is first run. And then we have public bool. It's endless run. Yesterday somebody was asking me if I'm using AI for making this game. And I'm like, not really. I mean, does looking certain things up on ChatGPT count as using AI? I guess it does. I don't know. But this is what people are getting petty now because I said I'm not using AI art. And now people are like, well, are you using AI for your code? And I'm not getting on that. I'm not getting baited for this. A little bit. But I see what they're trying to do. If you watch my streams, you will know and notice that I don't use AI that often. Like today I haven't used it at all. Endless? Remove endless save. Save endless run. Yeah, using Google can be considered using AI at this point. I agree. Because AI is integrated everywhere nowadays. So it's like, and if I use ChatGPT as an advanced Google search, then it's basically like, yeah, whatever. Does Google make you an AI user? Yes, it does. I think so. And that is actually a good point. So if I look for Faith in Despair on Google, I don't get it. I don't get an AI summary. But if I look for Austria, I should get an AI summary. How big is the population in Austria? There it is. There it is. If you put in something like this, like a question, then you get automatic AI usage. Can you actually disable this? I know there was a Twitter post where it says, yes, you can disable it somehow, but... I just used AI. You cannot even, like, if you press the wrong buttons on your phone, you are immediately opening up Gemini. It's actually kind of hard to avoid AI at this point. Yeah, immediately cancelled. My development process is now officially vibe coding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint. Is Anderson? There it is. Return. There it is. And if you're in Anderson run, then we can probably remove that restriction and still allow cards being upgraded depending on the chapter that you're in. Sounds good. Let's try that really quickly. Cards can now get further upgraded in endless, just without new slots. Cool. How are we going to test this? I'm going to change this to chapter 3. Current act is 2. And I'm going to load. And I'm going to finish the fight. That should say endless. Nice. Now we only need to find an upgrade. Give me an upgrade. Tiny. Alright, there it is. So... Oh no. Oh no, am I having connection problems again? Is this what's happening? Everybody's still good? Yeah, looks like it. Alright. I don't know, my chat says we are reconnecting your chats. And apparently it's fine. Ooh. Yeah, it seems to be working just fine. I don't know. I don't know what they were talking about. F. One more upgrade. Oh, there was it. It was just right here. When I notice when you pick Lagma, it moves into your desk, not inventory. I don't know if it's supposed to be. What? No, it doesn't move into your desk. It moves into your deck. So if I pick this, then it moves into my deck. Yeah. That is a new change. Because if you click here, then you are in your inventory. It actually didn't make any sense that it moved into your button. So I moved it into the deck. I think that's better. Oh shit. Alright, I think it worked. Yeah, it is just something that when you're used to it, it just feels weird, but when you first see it, then it makes more sense. Especially when you're in a shop, because when you're in a shop and you get the Lacrima pack, then it would move to your close button, because it's the same location as the inventory button. So, and now it just moves to your deck. I think that makes more sense. Okay. Yeah, there's no visualization for the Lacama pouch. That's true. Okay, I think we got a lot done today. I'm going to prepare for the singing lesson in 2 hours and maybe eat something or whatever. The next stream is going to be on Monday, which is going to be interesting. And we're going to raid Muniz. That's what we're going to do. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me again. It makes my game dev life so much better to have people to talk to. And yeah, I will see you again on Monday. Have a nice weekend, everybody, and stay safe.